So, Pitian, how are you? I'm looking at the planning of day 2, and I see that you are scoping a 70-year-old female with a previously in another center, a biopsy, which showed high-grade dysplasia, possibly cancer in a Barrett segment. Patient has also had a staging scan, which showed nothing, PET CT scan. And we have viewed this lesion, and I won't give the game away because we should do the lesion assessment now. So yeah, I mean, if you can first take away the lesion assessment, and then hopefully Nima and you can continue with the resection.
Yep. So we are using a pentax scope, an EG29I20C. We have performed the gastroscopy, and so to look at the Barrett's, we're orientating ourselves with the lesser curve at 3 o'clock, major curve at 9, pulling gently back, and we see the diaphragmatic impression at around 39 centimeters, and the top of the gastric folds at around 37. We start seeing a Barrett segment that is in white light, not looking that bad for now.
Right.
Yeah, but here at the top, we start to see some irregularities.
So what's your prior classification on this?
We are now,
Probably
I think,
C2 or 3.
yeah, not even C2. I would even give it, we're at 37. Circumferential C1 maybe,
M.
and a M, that's here, M6 or 7, I think.
Right. So long Barrett segment, do you see any irregularities? Do you see anything unusual?
Yeah.
So white light pull through first, which is what you've already done.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not very familiar with the pentax scopes, but there's eye scan, isn't there?
Yeah. Let me see if I can switch. Yeah.
There we go. There's eye scan.
That's eye scan 2, and I think eye scan 3 is more like the
higher
typical
refresh rate.
FBI.
Yeah. And so if we go all the way back down again and we do a pull through in VCE, so slow pull through in VCE, looking for anything that you might think is a visible lesion. So anything caught your eye yet?
I think there's some irregularity here, but nothing major. And here we might have some dysplasia. I think, whereas I saw it before.
You have seen this lesion already?
Well, I haven't.
What's that?
Yeah, but this is looking like something.
Yeah. Should we have a
Like
closer look?
an overgrown Barrett's. We cannot zoom with the scope.
That's a shame.
But we can use water, I guess.
So yeah, so suction out the carbon dioxide and use the water, you get a slight, there you go. And keep your focus distance to make sure. Perfect, very nice. And then freeze the image.
Yeah. Or freeze.
So is that it?
I think this for sure might be it.
Well, let's keep that one in mind.
Yeah.
Should we keep looking at the rest?
Yes.
Pitian, 2911 was the previous place.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is 2911.
This is about that, yeah.
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 That was
yeah,
that was 2911, David.
Yeah, indeed. That is.
Sounds like you're warm then.
So that's the area there.
Here. We can get another, maybe some magnification using the water.
It's interesting because it's very subtle, isn't it? So what do you think? What's your assessment?
I think there's So there's neosquamous, but it looks like there's something beneath it. That
Yeah.
looks like a buried Barrett segment.
And that's the point that David was making earlier, right? Like looking at it, it doesn't look like just squamous epithelium. It looks like neosquamous epithelium.
Yeah.
It's likely that there's been some kind of ulceration or something there.
Yeah.
It looks like a buried gland or something of that sort, doesn't it?
Yeah, indeed.
And so
And everything around it looks irregular.
yeah, and so we have what looks like this plastic irregularity up here. Have you ever looked at the numbers for whether we're good at visually identifying dysplasia?
I think visually identifying dysplasia in Barrett's, I don't think we're that great at.
So the numbers for low-grade dysplasia were basically awful.
Yeah.
Right? Particularly if it's flat low-grade dysplasia.
Yeah.
The high-grade dysplasia, it approach. Oh, what's that?
That's also something else that I hadn't seen yet.
That looks more worrying almost.
Mhm. This is
Dr. Portman's. Why don't we
This
go
is
to
at 34.
and get our orientation and see if the original referrer will